And there we have it. Now, with the blessings of the wild winter wabbit, we are able to go ahead and everyone's getting very cozy with this new boon that has allowed us to have more time before we need to possibly sacrifice some of the bunnies of balance for leather. And instead, now every one of our domains, our little domiciles, our little tents, and also our town hall can hold one more pip than they used to be able to. What an amazing boon of winter. I and the rabbits are no doubt overjoyed about all of this, and it does mean that of all things, the village of Downhill One Way is able to go ahead and celebrate the end of winter with a baby boom. That is finishing our, let's see, is this the third prophecy we're on? The fourth. The fourth page of prophecy in style, if you ask me. But all right, hello everyone and welcome back. So we are still alive. I'm gonna admit, I didn't really think this far. So we're just kind of taking it as we defined it. And right now we're finding ourselves with the fourth page of the prophecy ahead of us. And we are going to be facing a season event tied to the cold domain. Imagine that, it's going to be the end of winter. Huh. And then also we're kind of facing a lot of illness. I probably shouldn't laugh about that part because we have been fighting off the spirits of rot since the very beginning of the founding of our village. So there's a lot of sickness that we're going to have to fight off, a cataclysm, and also some heat domains. So I think it's time to do a little bit of upgrading now that we're going to have more helping hands working in the village on some of the resources that we need. So we have a lot of menders, and I actually feel like, by the way, our menders are the heroes of our village because Canis Abel, Dinomans, and Larkspring have been able to keep so many of our poor pips alive when I thought that it was the end. And to be fair, all of the pips have chipped in by going ahead and, using these little refreshment stands to add a bit of health to the village by staying properly hydrated. But still, it could worry a soul. It could worry a soul if you see the, domain of rot getting stronger and stronger every year and the events that you face becoming a little bit more deadly every time. So we're going to focus on trying to make sure that we have enough healers. I'm thinking we may even have one of these new kids train as another healer, so we have 4 of them to rotate, because one of the other things we discovered is when your healers get sick, that sucks. That really sucks. And I'm not sure if your healer can heal themselves if they get sick, so we want to make sure we have some backup healers in our back pocket before we need them. And we also are going to see if we can find a way to... What happened here? Oh, the bandage. Oh my gosh. Oh my good word. Okay. I forgot about that Minder hut. Okay, somebody needs to come and destroy this little bonfire because we're going to actually need to put a bandage station next to it. And Canis Abel, I think you can go ahead and use the last of that water to also make more infusions so that we can turn those infusions into some of the health protection in a little bit here. So yes, our healers are going to need more help. And we will try to provide it to them in the form of the Mender's Cottage as well. The Mender's Cottage will require new resources that we will have to discuss with the bunnies of prophecy and let our druids hopefully learn a lot from. I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't think the bunnies are going to teach us how to make the Mender's Cottage since it needs to have, stone paving and everything. Not sure if bunnies really like running on stone, But I do think that perhaps our new scriptorium might provide us with some of the insight that we are going to be searching for. So gaining knowledge so that we can gather more, protection of health from the Mender's Cottage. Very, very important. And then we also will be facing down that doom and gloom of heat. So we need to cool ourselves off at the end of spring, it looks like. So I think it's about time to go ahead and start researching the pond. And I think that that's it because we didn't have any snow this year. So even if we had some of the other things, we wouldn't be able to turn the snow into ice or anything. Oh man, and that means we probably need to really put some effort into being able to either have a lot of puddles to splash in now, or we need to start putting some effort into being able to have that bathhouse again. That bathhouse was a headache and a half to have in the village of Are We There You. So maybe we'll just focus on having our villagers splash in a lot of puddles instead. But alright, so now that Cobalt Knight and Ren this time are ready to welcome in another new little pipling to our village, let us carry on. Windfallen and Amy Wolfsong are glooping the glop that will provide us with the resources we need to survive. In other words, you know, filling our poor bellies. Yay, glop! I've never been so happy to see a dubious, like, possibly, hopefully not jiggling bowl of carrot stew in my life. We're not even adding the onions in yet. Oh, I feel a little bit bad about all the onions we're gonna end up having to waste, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright, we need more water so that we can gloop the glop and make the infusions. And Adelaide Faye, hey! Look at that! Adelaide Faye, one of the only children that we were able to add into the village after a very, very long time of no babies, because we didn't want to sacrifice bunnies yet, has finally become the knife master that we need in order to gain plenty and plenty of hope that will protect us from many disasters, including the devastation that we're going to have when the bunnies do have to be sacrificed. But we'll get there eventually. For now, Adelaide, I do hope that you could perhaps be, here, okay, look, you got, okay, who is taking care of, oh my gosh. Look, I don't need my healers. I was trying to get my menders off of being the ones to be responsible for that. There we go. All right, menders, chefs, everybody needs more water. Oh dear, actually, if we need more puddles, we probably need more water as well. Oh, did we get any of the new plants? Darn it. I was really hoping we would be able to get some of the new plants we also researched, but it doesn't look like that happened. And pumpkin fields, you get a lot of harvest off of a pumpkin field, but I think we're okay with the carrots. Let's see. So, yeah, well, you could get 4 carrots. Oh, never mind. You get 7 pumpkins. Okay, next year, or we're going to have to go ahead and try to grow some pumpkins because that's amazing. And then there's the squeezer. Does pumpkin count as a fruit or a vegetable? It's a gourd. So, yeah, it's a vegetable. Oh, okay. I mean, it should be a vegetable, but I was just a little confused about that for just a moment. But if we had a lot of fruit, say, from none other than the plums of prophecy, then we might be able to get, so you could get 2 water per plum, and then it would be 2, okay, 1 for each fruit maker, 2 if you stuck the squeezer in the center of a bunch of tents, which would be kind of hard for us to do because we happen to have, like, you know, a lot of sacrifices of the bunnies that would happen to build more tents in that order. So that would be like 10 water at a time. I don't think that sounds as useful as just, you know, well, okay, never mind. The stone well, but we could get 8 water from a stone well that a watcher could tend to because we happen to have a couple of the special water spots. Haha. Okay, so we're gonna need to think about water for puddles, stones that the rabbits don't really know what to do with, so we need to get a scriptorium up and going at some point, to get more knowledge, to get better healers. And then there was something else? Puddles? No, I think that's it. Okay. As you can tell, there happens to be a lot that we need to give a bit of thought to in order to keep everybody alive and well in our village, but I think that's everything. And now there you are, Dinomans. If you could come over here and maybe just preemptively get a little bit of health built up there, I think that would be pretty good. And then if we have 6 infusions, okay, actually, let's have Larkspring come down here and start working on making some bandages. And Silver Umbreon! While it is wonderful that you are indeed building up a stock of hemp for our killers to use, and actually probably somebody should continue to do that. Oh dear. Oh man, like suddenly I need a lot of things done all at once. Because we also need more tools if we're going to train some of the new kids. But you know what? They're going to have to wait because I want to make sure that we have plenty of the healing that we can offer to our villagers if we need. So grow up quickly, little ones. And thank you very much to Rin and Cobalt Knight for bringing another Pipling into this world. I will do my best to make sure that they don't die in some horrific manner. A tall order, but I think we can manage. I also think maybe I should have a tool maker next. There's so many decisions to make. I love it, to be honest. Yay, the scriptorium! The scribblers carefully wrote each character in great detail. I never understood if they really knew how to write or if they enjoyed scribbling. Maybe it's a little of both. We need the paper maker before we can really make that work, but I'm glad that we have that under our belt in case we have a calm moment to be able to look into that better. I think, do we have the library unlocked? Because I would be pretty happy if we had the library unlocked too. But for now, maybe focus on the Minder's cottage? No, that's not going to help us until we know about the stone paving. And if we want stone, it might help to have the stonemason's hut to be able to get stone faster. Oh man. But okay, how much does it only takes 1 stone to pave a paving spot though. And is that the only thing stopping us from making the Minder's hut? Yes, because, well, we would need a lot of stone for the Minder's hut too. And then if we have somebody working as a stonemason, we could really use some tools. It takes 3 days for poor Silver Umbreon to make a tool at the moment. Ooh, but we can just jump straight to Toolsmith, can't we? Yes, we can. The workshop would give us 1 tool for 2 wood, 1 rock. 5 wood becomes, okay, we'll just jump to the Toolsmith. That's hopefully a good use of our time. Boy, that's kind of convoluted though, isn't it? Huh. You know, maybe it all is convoluted. Oh man, you know what? Let's And then my husband surprises me with some fresh food for breakfast, and I didn't hear him coming, so I was so startled. Let's just say I'm glad that wonderful tofu scramble and coffee didn't go everywhere. And I completely forgot what I was doing. I mean, if it's worth it, the tofu scramble that he makes is amazing. I love eating it and my orange for brekkie most days. And I'm going to take that as a sign that we should indeed make it possible for us to have more food. And I just remembered the milk. So I want sheep. We've never had sheep before. And I want to be able to make sure that we're glopping the gloop just right to keep everybody super happy. So, you know, to get to the bottom of all of that, my friends, I think the stonemason's hut is the linchpin holding so many of these things together. Also, I wish we could get the hemp. Whoa, the hemp wood maker! Hold up here, it's about to be spring and we can grow hemp again. Okay, that has my eyes twinkling, because that might actually be the linchpin that we need for this entire convoluted flowchart of helping the village of Downhill One-Way survive, because this is going to make more wood. The wood is going to help us expand. Well, I said that, and then I realized we need more hemp more than anything. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm overthinking this, and I should just sip my little coffee with a little happy smile on my face, and we'll work on the stonemason's hut. And you know what? Maybe I'll even get, oh wait, I don't want a druid. I want another thinker. That's right, because we're gonna want to make sure that I have a thinker next to our, ooh, where am I gonna put you? Okay, I need to, oh, look, we can clear this out and or put a sign down here. Oh my gosh, this is convoluted. Okay, I, as a very silly Siri, shall stop overthinking this. We will welcome more piplings into the village. We will make sure that everyone that we have is fed and tended to. And I do think that we should probably put in a paper maker fairly soon. It needs, it can get another boost if it has a clearing path to a dwelling. And a boost if it's next to a wood maker. I may be a little short on those kinds of locations, let's just say. We might only get one boost at the moment with the paper maker, but maybe we can add to it in the future. So I'm gonna have to work on that too, but we'll get there eventually. Paper maker makes scribble writing possible. Scribble writing helps the druids maybe come up with some original ideas and not be at the mercy of learning from the rabbits. Although we will always honor and respect our rabbits and build the rabbit totems to be as tall as, well, we can. I don't know if they need to be super tall, but as tall as we can. Spring! We will, of course, acknowledge that maybe rabbits aren't the best at coming up with, you know, methods for everything else. Oh, I'm so happy. It's spring, my friends. All right. Apologies if I've seemed extra rambly. I just am happy and excited, and my husband startled me, which is fair. Oh, what's going on now? I see an unknown event coming upon us. Well, oh. Oh no, a cataclysm event. Whatever will we do? Us? The people who just happen to absolutely be overflowing with nature protection? Oh dear. But actually we're also getting a little bit toasty, so I'm gonna stop making fun. Yeah. Oh, do we only have one puddle? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna stop making fun. Maybe we only need one puddle for now, but also maybe it would be a perfectly fine thing if we possibly get another puddle put down. So let's see. The puddles get a little boost if they're next to a water maker. That's why that puddle's there. Now I remember. Wow, we have a lot of things going on in this village. Okay, I think we might need a little more room. And we might need, yes, a little bit more organization than I am currently providing. So let's expand our reach so that we can start accessing some other areas to contemplate in our rabbit's great wisdom. And then I think I could probably clear this one away and put another puddle over by these bunnies. And if we need more refreshment stands in the near future, throw one down really quickly and desperately. Meanwhile, let us make sure, Amy, you know what, actually, Windfallen, you can take a break for just a moment to help add in another pipling into the village. Let's come over to the tent, and then we shall add in one more baby after that, and then we'll have a grand celebration of spring, and we'll go ahead and make sure that we're celebrating like all of the new life that has been added in. I think that that sounds delightful. In fact, Amy, I think you can even like take a break from cooking for just a minute, and you could maybe help with planting things, of course. How could I have obviously forgotten that we need to start like throwing down a whole bunch of our crops? Of course. And then there's like plums that can be plucked, and we could start growing the barley and the hemp now. Oh my word, I am so excited. First things first though, we are indeed going to need some seeds. We are in need of seeds. So let's see. And Adelaide Faye, I think you could even come over and help with gathering the grand seeds. Okay, wow. We don't really have a lot of people in our village most days, do we? But hopefully that will change soon. All right, I always do love saying it, but with the addition of these last new children to our village, we will have doubled the number of our piplings. Oh, what's going down now? It's the omen of sickness! Hang in there, little unnamed baby! How about only you are sick? Just you. Okay, no. Okay, Cobalt. All right. Foxfangs. Okay. Yes! Only 3 pips are sick! Unfortunately, they have all developed a stomachache, perhaps eating a bad carrot, and we will take carrot them. Oh no, this is because he almost, like, oh, I almost spilled the coffee on myself, to be fair. Oh my gosh. An unknown event coming in 5 days. Oh geez Louise, will you please not be that strong from threat? That's rude. That's what I get for laughing. Alright, well, no healer available. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a healer available. There we go. But, well, we're going to have to do our best then to go ahead and make sure that all of these new piplings, including the last baby that, yes, I am still going to be adding into the village now, even at these kinds of moments, because this is pretty exciting to think that we're gonna have that many piplings running around. Yay! But alright, we will do our best to make sure that everyone is well tended to, getting down another physician's table so that we can make sure that this Minder's hut has as big of a boost as possible, making sure that we have plenty of water pulled up from the well so that the puddles will be able to be tended to, and we will not die of heat unexpectedly either. And then we'll get another puddle right over here. There we go. All while ensuring that we start learning how to organize the rocks and the rabbits, and hopefully that we start getting some of our fields actually planted. In fact, I will at least plant one field. Maybe that will make us feel a field a little bit better. Oh, summer only for hemp. That didn't make me feel better. That made me feel sadder. Barley, however, we can finally grow, so let's put the barley in at least. Oh my goodness. But alright, my friends, thank you so much for joining me on this a slightly extra silly beginning to our seedy spring, and I can't wait to share more of these adventures with you guys next time. And next time I'll try to be more cognizant if my husband sneaks up behind me with delicious noms and also very hot coffee. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.